When all is said and done, when the year of 2019 is put out to pasture, this could be a very important sandwich. This video right here, Thursday New Games 2/21/2019, could be smushed right between a real big Nintendo Direct and a real big Pokemon reveal. Now, we won't know that for sure until the future, but what fun is life without the future? What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Gabe is here. It's our weekly update on brand new announced Switch games coming your way at some point in that beautiful future. And Gabe, now we have a new trend, which is talking about who won.
Yes, we gave away one more game. Actually, it wasn't a game. It was subscriptions to the Nintendo paid online service that, there has been some scuttlebutt about because Nintendo wants to improve it. So we gave a couple of those away. Zach, who won?
It was a full 12-month subscription. We are going to turn on the magic wheel and roll these dice and find out that our winner today, thank you for all the comments, thank you for all the support, is I'm a Big Juicy Ogre. Magical name.
Yes, you are.
Probably inspired by Shrek, one of the greatest films on the history of our planet. And you will be getting a 12-month code. If you could contact us on Twitter, twitter.com/theswitchforce, send us a message and we will get you your code. Thank you so much. Now, there's also a winner over on Twitter. That one announced over there. So if you want to see who won on that side of things, just go follow us, twitter.com/theswitchforce. Link in the description below. All right, Gabe, it's time to grind those gears for the gumball machine once more.
Zach, why don't you tell them what they have to do to win this week, though, and what we're giving away this week? You want to do that?
Yes, indeed. But I really want you to grind the gears. Yeah, there we go. That gumball machine is sounding real ready for action. Okay, so this week, everyone was super hyped by the Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition code. And I think it's a good one because it is a big game from Q1, but it's not maybe your first pick, and therefore it's a great one to just stumble upon. So we're giving away a copy of Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition once again. All you got to do is like the video, give it a big thumbs up, and let us know in the comments down below which game on this week's list you are most excited for and why. With that being said, Gabe, let's get to this week's list. And as always, we'll announce the winner on next Thursday's episode. Each and every week, there is a new special prize and a new chance to be crowned the New Games champion. So this week, we've got 8 new games, and one of them I'm real pumped for, Gabe, because it sort of seems like it is a spiritual successor to Super Mario Strikers.
Yes, who needs Nintendo to make Mario Strikers? Somebody else can do it. Actually, wait, hold on. I'll just say, I really need Nintendo to do it. All right, but Zach, let's say you still want the best arcade experience in football, fantasy are waiting for you in Super Kickers League? I don't like the name of the game very much. There are no referees, there are no rules, just goals. Play alone or with your friends, form a team of captains and combine different skills to win matches, competitions, and unlock different game modes. Fun and goals are guaranteed in the Super Kickers League.
Yes, indeed. It is 3-on-3 soccer action, local multiplayer, up to 6 players. Already kind of feeling like a Nintendo game from that era. Unlockable content, different trophies and competitions, 10 different teams with unique special skills, different game modes. It actually looks cool. I will say that the art style does not appeal to me, but the concept and what they've got going on, like gameplay systems wise, does look very Strikers-esque. Now, we don't know how it controls, we don't have a release date, unfortunately, but this is definitely one to keep your eyes on, and maybe this will motivate Nintendo to get going. Next level games, we need ya. Yeah. Make us the new Strikers.
The art style is not very pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. I don't know how the game plays, so I'll withhold judgment on that. But one thing I will say, Zach, every character in the game to me looks like you.
Oh. I am the everyman. That's how I always feel about my brother. I see him everywhere. Like, dude, you're just literally
you also see me everywhere.
I also see you everywhere. So either I'm blind or you guys are just very generic. But I hope that this game ends up being very unique and delivers something along the lines of what we love about Strikers and Charge. All right, Gabe. Hey, it wouldn't be new Switch games without your favorite genre. Oh, baby. Vambrace Cold Soul is coming for you. Q3 2019. They say summer. It's a single-player roguelike fantasy adventure with a lot of narrative qualities and a really nice hand-drawn art style.
The art style is beautiful, but I have a question. Do you think we ever make one of these videos again without a roguelike in it?
Never. No. The world is not, it's not that cruel to me, and it's not that kind to you. It just hovers in between, which means roguelikes every freaking week. 7 chapters, 26 skins. Assemble your party from 5 races, 10 unique classes of recruits, craft items and armor, make crucial decisions, prepare well or condemn your comrades to permadeath, find codex pages to expand upon the world's history and mythical lore. The city is populated by a host of unusual survivors, and it's your job as Avelia Lyric, the only human who can enter the city, to form a party from the characters you meet and venture out on expeditions.
Okay, yeah, beautiful art style, right? We said that at the top of the video, but I think we have to mention it one more time. It's really, really pretty to look at. I wish it was in a genre I liked a little bit more. I wish it was kind of more of a traditional RPG with art like this. But yeah, another roguelike for Switch. I wonder how many exist on there right now.
It honestly has a Darkest Dungeon-like quality to it. And I wanted to mention Darkest Dungeon 2, but it was a tough cookie to crumble on either side of that line. Darkest Dungeon 2 was announced this week with no platforms in mind, and Darkest Dungeon 1 is a really good time on Switch, so I think they'll probably bring the game eventually, but they also mentioned that it will start out in early access, which means it's not going to be starting on Switch, so we are going to table that one. Hopefully we get an official confirmation of platforms for Darkest Dungeon 2. That'll be a nice grab for Switch, but as of right now, we can't include it because there is zero confirmation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was so looking forward to that being on Switch right away. Yeah, it's not happening, it looked like.
Yep, early access is the way of the world for a lot of PC-centric titles, and it seems like Darkest Dungeon 2 has sealed its fate. Let's go to golf, Gabe, a game that I picture you being just a stud at.
At golf?
Yeah.
I've never done it. Maybe I am amazing. I don't know.
You could be. This is your hidden talent, Gabe. You're wasting away not being the golfer that you're meant to be. But you can practice on Golf Peaks, which is coming to the Switcheroo from 7levels.com. Greatest publisher name ever. It's hitting on March 14th. It's $5. Now, I will let you know, Gabe, that this is an iPhone game that I have on my iPhone.
How do you like it on there?
It is a very cool game. It's almost like a golf puzzle game because you have a certain number of shots, and you're using those limited shot cards to navigate these very unconventional and non-linear holes. Like, you have one that like goes 3 squares, one that goes 2 squares, one that jumps a square and then goes over a square, and trying to find a way to get in the hole utilizing these cards in order. It's a very puzzling game. It's not $5, but they do say that this has HD Rumble integration, and you can use touchscreen or Joy-Con. So they've added a little bit here, and it requires zero understanding of golf.
That's how much understanding I have.
Yeah, so it's for you. Still feel weird sometimes about seeing these games reach their way from $2 on iPhone to $5 on Switch, but I guess it's not that bad, and they did have to port it, and they are doing, I guess, a little bit with the Switch. Let's move to Brave Land Trilogy. Now, Gabe, maybe this is more your style. Tactical turn-based RPGs coming in March on the 7th, specifically for $15. It has competitive 2-player local multiplayer, hours and hours of gameplay, and it is a hex-based battler. I find this very interesting because it, sort of like Golf Peaks, it combines previously released on PC and mobile games into one package.
I don't like this trend where if you're on mobile, you can come over to Switch and charge people more money. I'm not with that at all, Zach.
But these do look kind of cool. Again, a very crafty art style. I would love to see, if we're going to talk about what mobile games should come to Switch, and maybe that's never the appropriate question, but if we were to ask such a devious question, I would want the Kingdom Rush series. Have you ever played those?
Never. I don't play mobile games.
Okay, well, Kingdom Rush is a very good tower defense game that would be fun on Switch if priced appropriately. I would really like to have those on my platform, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, they've received decent reviews on Steam when they came out years and years ago, so if you want to pick up the trilogy, it is out early next month. Let's go to another turn-based game, okay, but this is turn-based racing. It's called Fromto, which I think is just a very elegant little name there, and this art style is definitely not pretty, but it might be even more charming because of it.
I don't even know what a turn-based racing game is like. Those are two genres that don't really make sense in my head.
Well, it's because
it has my attention.
Let me tell you. Oh. Yeah, turn-based is not the turn-based you're thinking. This is no mumbo-jumbo RPG. This is turn-based in the vein of Ultimate Chicken Horse, because you are taking turns constructing tracks and challenging your opponents with trickier and trickier courses.
Okay. You know I like Ultimate Chicken Horse quite a bit, Zach, so you have my attention.
Yeah, so it says that you're trying to build a course that is difficult, but also completable, and that is sort of the fun that you've got going on here. It is it's made by a contemporary artist with his two little kids, his 5-year-old and his 2-year-old. They together made this very amazingly designed game with some very creepy looking hand-drawn creatures, also a lot of scribbles, and just a ton of charm.
If only one of us has kids to make games with.
Dang, Gabe. Man, hey, if you don't have a team, grab your children. Not sure the legalities of that, but it does sound like a fun time. I like this a lot. And also, just to let you know, this whole process was not him commanding his children to draw for him, but he found old drawings of his own, and that motivated Eric to make the game. It honestly sounds pretty cool.
I like the other way a little bit better. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, but it does look pretty cool, and I want to see if it is able to retain any of the polish that Ultimate Chicken Horse provided and deliver something equally fun, because the idea of like racing not on foot but in vehicles, if it controls well, this could be a hoot, as the old people might say.
Wait, hold on. So it wouldn't be a hoot and a half? Like just like one hoot?
Maybe 2 hoots.
Okay, no.
He's got 2 kids, so
that's too many hoots. I need a hoot and a half.
2 hoots. Okay, well, if you're tired of hooting, maybe you need to get a little serious and you want to take on puzzle action. Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy DX came out on Switch in Japan last year. It's been on other platforms previously, but ratings have come up in other countries, and it seems like it is coming westward very soon. Now, this is not as grand of an adventure as Professor Layton, let me tell you, as I've played both experiences, but we are getting Phoenix right on Switch soon, so it's good that we are getting some Layton soon, even if it's not technically Layton, it's Catriel.
Okay. I don't know how to feel about these. This is a series that's kind of just like gone over my head all along. I know they're like super cool and like people love them. I've never tried one. Do you think that this would be a good one for me to try?
I don't think this is the best one for you to try, but you could get in on it. It is coming to Switch, so that is exciting, and I don't think you're going to dig out an old handheld. So I'm looking forward to Ace Attorney coming to Switch, and while I am moderately excited for this game, I hope that it leads Level 5 to do a lot more on the platform globally. So I hope that that's what this leads to, but you can pick that up hopefully soon, even though it has already been out in Japan for about 8 months. All right, Gabe, let's go to Valley, hitting Switch on March 7th. A lot of these games are just a few weeks away, and I continue to be impressed, regardless of what you think of the games. The fact that they have such short cycles, I think, is really becoming a nice practice. So Valley is a first-person adventure unlike any other. And I don't think... Wait, is this a roguelike? Oh, gosh, Gabe. I don't think so. Okay. It's a survival game. All right, a little bit different. So you are using your leaf suit, and no, this is not the Wind Waker. You're using a different leaf suit to pilot your way through this dangerous world. You can upgrade your suit with new abilities, fly through forests, ancient ruins. There's lots of creatures, dangerous enemies. It is $20 coming to Switch on March 7th, and it looks pretty.
Pretty. You had me scared. I thought we were gonna have 2 roguelikes in one video again. I was gonna start to lose it. You see some magical elements here. You see some really cool traversal, like swinging around these like vast environments. I wonder how this is gonna run on Switch. It
looks big.
Yeah, the footage we're looking at here is on PC. I'm gonna keep an eye out for this one, Zach. This one has me intrigued, to say the least.
I will let you know that Valley has over 90% very positive reviews on Steam with over 4,000 reviews, so that's a lot. The game did come out 2.5 years ago, though. So for as expansive and pretty as it looks, it might not end up being as impressive, and maybe that is a good thing because it can run hopefully super well on Switch. People describe it, though, as pure movement bliss. So that's something that I am all about. I'm always about movement bliss. You know how much I like to move.
Yeah.
So if I can have blissful movement, then we are in good shape. Let's go to the last game of the week. Beat Cop is coming to the Switch. March 5th, they are bringing it for $14.99. This is a game that is reminiscent of 80s cop shows. It is a retro adventure game. You're taking on the role of Officer Jack Kelly, who's framed for murder, stripped of his detective status, and has to work his way back to the top. It has a non-linear story, multiple endings, and is being ported by Crunching Koalas, who have brought This War of Mine, Butcher, and Licht Spear to Switch in the past.
If you've ever played Punch Club, this is sort of similar to that, both in art style and gameplay. Yeah, B-Cop is really, really cool. I've actually played this game.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, so I know it's of quality. I really liked it on Steam. So I don't know about checking it out again on Switch. I don't know if I liked it that much. It depends on a few things. Like, what else is happening around that time. It's March, right?
March 5th, so 5th? Not much.
Okay, yeah, so maybe I'll give it a go. It is a fun game, though. I can attest to that. I have played it.
Apparently, it's pretty hardcore, though. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I like it.
Note that. Of course you do.
You're getting framed for murder. Yeah, this isn't. I mean, what do you think is happening?
This is not Super Kickers League, Gabe.
No, definitely not.
Not everyone looks like me and wants to have a happy, blissful time with movement. All right, those are the games for the week, from Super Kickers League all the way down to Beat Cop. Make sure to let us know your pick in the comments down below. Gabe, what's yours?
Beat Cop. I like Beat Cop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll go with that. I mean, if we could include, even though we're not, Darkest Dungeon, if that ends up happening.
You can't.
Yeah, so, yeah. Right. Also,
Blasphemy.
Golf Peaks. You have me intrigued.
That is going to be your first peek into the wild world of club sports.
Okay.
And I don't mean playing with people at a club. I mean actually using clubs. I'm going to go with Fromto, which I think has a chance to be very cool if the mechanics are polished. And if not, then I'm going to go with Super Kickers League, which again, if the mechanics are polished. So there are games that have great ideas this week. Big idea games, not sure if they can execute. We'll have to wait and see. I'm definitely keeping my eyes, though, on this soccer game because it reminds me of Strikers, and that makes me both super happy and super sad. Let us know your take in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to be entered to win Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, leave a like, leave a comment letting us know which game and why, and we'll pick a winner next week right here. Same video, same day next week. It'll be March, Gabe, moving through this year fast, and let's move out of this video even quicker. So for myself and Gabe, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. We love you. SwitchForce